Dang, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. And leave that there. But see, most people, now do they apologize? This is how I start. Dang, I'm sorry. But you know, that color shirt, boy, that you know, my grandma was buried in that. That just made me so, when you wore that shirt in here, knowing, you know, because because Daniel, you're good people, but, boy, you have a tendency to show them, make me mad. That ain't an apology. That ain't an apology. That's somewhere in the tap dance lane. That ain't no apology. Okay? And I've eaten plenty of crow myself. I've gotten mad with people. I've said things out of turn with folks. It happens. We're human. And you know what I try to do? I just went back to them, bending knee. This is where the humble factor comes in. Oh. When people get up to a certain level in life, they don't like apologizing on that. Oh, what? Every word I say, it's almost like gospel. I can't be apologizing for this. I can't be for this goodness. I'm blessing you with it. One thing I learned, people will love you more because of those apologies. And your life will be made easier because of those apologies. See, when I came through, even being dean of college, I made some mistakes. In fact, I got to overperform a faculty member, and I didn't understand. And my dog tags. I'm sorry. I'm going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. And those mistakes are probably going to be the source of me trying to achieve something. So, if I make a mistake, I'm sorry. If I say something cross to you, I'm sorry. If there's something where I'm wronging you, I'm sorry. And if you let me know that it's hurting you, I'm also deeply sorry. And I'll most definitely apologize for it. But I'm going to try to do what's right. And as I'm going through this whole process, if you feel that I've done something wrong, you let me know. And I'll be more than happy to apologize and move forward on this. A lot of my colleagues won't do that because they got too far in life. They can't bend down. They can't say, I made a mistake. They can't say, oh, wait a minute, I ain't as good as I thought I was. See, we human. We use subject to error. It's encoded in your DNA. You're going to make a mistake. Get over it. You're going to make a mistake. I've talked to students sometimes, and there was something that came out of my mouth was not even in the code. Shouldn't even come out of there. And what did I do? Student so-and-so, I am sorry. Because here's the thing. That individual shouldn't have had to go through that. And I should be man enough that if I put it out, I got to be man enough to take it back in. But that's that grown, Mama just said, that's that grown folk conversation, boy. So, be the bigger person. Okay? Being a bigger person is a big issue here. I've had people blow up at me. And let me explain this part. And you're going to go on with me too many times. We won't have to deal with the problem. Okay, so I had a couple people who blow up at me in conversations. And one of the things that I've come back to do is not fight fire with fire. Can't do it. Can't do it. Somebody, if you fight fire with fire, what happens?
More fire.
So let's try this one out. Go with me on this one. Naked, out of pocket. All right, man. I'll catch you later. I call it the old man whisper. Yeah, that's what I call it. I had one time a colleague that, like, oh, wow, it's pay periods. We ain't talking about that much. Okay. Got mad. I said, you know what? Let's catch up a little bit. Let's catch up a little bit. And we'll talk this. I have no problem with it. But you know, how. Old man whisper. So obviously, you got some things you need to be working on. I will see you when I see you. So, we stroll out with old man whisper. And this is what happens. Because you didn't get into that conflict with them one-on-ones, it's easy for them to see that they're way. So, this is what a lot of brothers and a lot of people in general look at this. They say, well, I can't have them disrespect me. True. I understand that. I'm with that. But there are acumens and things that you need to learn how to do in life. See, for example, when I was on 1072 Congress Street, yeah, that's probably been a fight. Oh, yeah, Dr. Washington Scrappy. Oh, don't let these suits fool you. I'll dusted you off when you talk to me that way on the street. But we ain't on the street no more, Dr. Washington. We in the corporate boardroom. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can't get out of don't talk about this because sometimes we don't have real talk. As a black man, the second you blow up, you already targeted.
Anger management.
Yeah. Anger management issue. Got a problem with dealing with people. Can't work with others. See, we don't have any real talk. So, don't be taping this. What? Sorry, we just got to put it out there as it is. We can't do that. Some people say, well, that ain't fair. That's not right. Maybe that's the world. And if you want to fight to get a certain position, then you got to learn the rules of the game. Here's the thing. You can have that day. You can do that stand. Yeah, you can get one-to-one with them. But who's going to lose? See, Dr. So-and-so is Dr. So-and-so. You're trying to make your way. Right now, I mean, you got me today. Tomorrow, the next day, they always going to be this way. Here's another thing. Respect. If your respect is that frail that it can't take a nudge or two, they ain't respect. That's ego. That's bravado. At work. So what we have to do, you got to say sometimes, all right, this ain't the one. Now, we ain't going to let nobody just pull it out and disrespect us, but we got to understand we got to control ourselves in that conflict. So in that space, where I would say, look, Ron, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. We'll talk later. That keeps you from being disrespected. Because at this point, you start the conversation. You have respect. You got an upper hand. You called the call. But this is the thing I also found out. Every time I've ever done that, any person that's ever come into those type of conflicts has found their way to slink into my office and tell me how sorry they are. But if I went one-to-one with them, they'd have said, oh, I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. Sometimes you gotta just let a fool, or let a person talk. Don't make no DVDs of this. No DVDs. I can't watch. All right. Civic organizations, that's another way to get involved. So we take our civic organizations, our AUK side, AFCAP side, things of that nature. There's opportunity to get involved in them. Academic organizations also, you want to get involved in them. The major area, wherever your major is, you want to get involved in that and play a role in that. Religious organizations, your faith. If you see faith is where you key part, it should be. You want to go ahead and move into those organizations. Possibly make some connections there. Your specialty seminars, your dialogue report. But you have people coming to campus. Like when Cornell West was coming to campus, he was coming out and speaking to different organizations, different students. Great opportunity. Hear how these people think. This is the joy of our college. Man, it's like a constant learning lab. You can learn whatever you want. You can come around, you can go to anything you want to go to, you can listen to all the intelligent brothers that come through, all the intelligent sisters that come through, and pick up some additional things, new perspectives that you hadn't seen. A lot of people keep saying this, I ain't going to change because of college. College ain't going to change me. Let's go with you. Why would you come if you didn't want to be changed? I have young brothers. One time I had a young brother came in and we were having a discussion kind of like this right here. And he said, well, that's all good, man, but, you know, we got to do what we got to do. We got to be on our hustle. You know, we got to sling our thing. I kind of had to, I was like, you want to sling in college? Well, I can't say this on tape. I can't say this on tape. They will never invite me to another conference, y'all hear me? Okay, they will say, no. He said, you heard what I said last year. So I had to get my nicest ways. Come here, bro. Talk to Doc for a minute. Why would you come to a university so you could sling drugs? Bruh, let me just do the mathematics for you. $32,000 slinging drugs in college, possibly to be caught. $30,000, never to be recouped. Default of loan, go to prison, because you're going to prison. Default of loan, cannot pay back loan, leave prison, have a lot of debt. Option A, slinging crack on the corner, $35,000. Sling crack, go to jail, walk out, hey, at least I'm debt free. All right. That's the equivalent of the choices you've given me right now. What kind of foolishness is this? So, when we look at this whole process, we want to be changed. That's why you came here, to be changed, enlightened, to talk, to learn. That's why you came here. If you weren't going to change, stay at home. It's cheaper. Yeah. Like, I'll tell you, you don't know some of the things I've heard.